There have been fears from Democrats and Republicans alike that with Trump at the helm once again, America will become more isolationist. Do you see that as being the case, especially when you're looking at these cabinet picks that Trump is selecting?
There's a fear that we're going to become isolationist. Yes. I don't buy that because people say, well, it's because he says America first. I think you can only help best when you're strongest closer to home. And I think what President Trump wants to do is make sure America gets back on its game again in a big way. In doing that, his belief is that he then can help in other parts of the world. In terms of policing the world, I think those days are long over. In terms of becoming a leader and leading by example throughout the world, I think maybe, just maybe, some of our best days are ahead.
Well, that's a really optimistic tone you have, that paired with the excitement you have for some of these cabinet picks like Pam Bondi, like Marco Rubio. Do you think, based on these picks, based on Trump's rhetoric, based on how the world has changed in the past 4 years, that Donald Trump's second term is going to look much different than his first?
Totally. You can see it, too. You can see the body language. Start with that. He looks like a more confident, more at peace individual today than he ever has on the world stage. He just projects that. And I think he learned a lot. When he first came into office after the 2016 election, he's a businessman, an outsider, came to Washington, had to learn on the fly, and it was not easy. And I think there were things that probably in hindsight he would have done completely differently, including some of the selections for those people that surrounded him who were not on the same play sheet as he was. So he came in this time. They not only, I think, ran a very disciplined campaign, they were also very disciplined about the possibility, were he to win, that they would hit the ground running and have already been way downstream on vetting the kinds of players they thought could help him carry his agenda, not only to the rest of the country, but to the world. That is very different right now. And all the reports out of Mar-a-Lago right now, every one of them, it's like, I don't want to say it's a party, it's like a celebration that finally all these people that for a number of years have wanted to really get in play again to be able to finish the job are going to have that opportunity in the next 4 years.
And what do you think the government looks like day one, maybe the first 100 days, if we could peek ahead here? Because it sounds like, you said he's throwing away the playbook. He's really taking a sledgehammer here to government as we know it. It seems, based on his rhetoric, he's implementing the Doge department with Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. What do you think those first days really shape up and look like?
They're going to be exciting as hell. That's all I can tell you. They're going to be full, and they learned something also from the first term. They need to hit the ground running. They need to get some accomplishments. They need to get them within the first 100 days. You're going to see a lot of action, for instance, Brittany, on the border. There's going to be no okay, we're going to go to Congress and we're going to try to get things to happen. No, they're going to take some faster action. And that Holman, who's going to lead that effort, the border czar, is really squared away and is really ready to get the job done. We hear about deportations. You're going to see some deportations for sure of those who have broken the law. I think those people who came here illegally and break the law don't deserve to be here. I think you're going to see the tax cuts reinstated, which has a lot to do with the nerves of the economy and the stock market. And I do think abroad, Brittany, there's going to be something that's going to happen that's going to reassure the world that it became just a little less dangerous and a little more predictable than it was when he was headed to the finish line this past November.